What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Curtain Call Podcast. I'm your boy, the Spanish Fly, and always with me, my tag team partner, Nacho. Nacho, tell him what's up, man.
What's up, everybody? Who's ready for Elimination Chamber? I know I am.
Chamber. Yes,
Toronto,
sir.
Canada. It's going to be crazy. You can see who's on the picture. John Cena. He's on all the advertising.
Yep. I'm excited for this chamber, man. I really am. I'm really excited for this chamber. I think that the storylines are going to finally take place. We'll be able to understand what the road to WrestleMania is finally going to look like. I think everything's going to be in place come this chamber. Of course, Saturday, March 1st, 2025, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, at the Rogers Center. It is going to be packed. And I'm excited to get into our predictions. Let me tell you something, Nacho. I've wrapped my head around my predictions so many times. So many people I've placed and who I think could win and the storyline going forward. And until just a few minutes ago, I changed it up again. So let's not hesitate. Let's not waste any time, man. Let's get right into this chamber. Let's get into this, Nacho. You ready, man?
I'm ready. I am going to start with
Let's
the
do
match
it.
that I am the least interested in, just based on the build-up to this match. And we're going to build our way up through the cards. Starting off, we have a tag match between Trish Stratus and the women's champion, Tiffany Stratton, taking on Nia Jax and her little buddy, Candice LeRae. Who do you got in this one? I'm not as hyped on this match just because there's not much build up to it. It's a little sudden and it's kind of repetitive of what we've been seeing. But what do you think going into this match?
Nacho, two things off the back. It's definitely number one, a filler match.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, they're only doing this because Trish Stratus from Toronto. They want to get more eyes on it or something like that. This match does nothing for me. I say Tiffany and Trish wins because Trish is from Toronto. I mean,
right there with
there's really, I really don't care about this match. Nothing intrigues me about this match. So to me, like I said, it's a throwaway match. I kind of hope they don't start the show with this match, because if they do, it's going to bring the crowd down a lot. It should be right after one of the chamber matches. So that being said, yeah, it's a throwaway match. I don't care.
Yeah, I see. Just give Tiffy and Trish the win. I don't know what else they could pull unless they have someone show up. Who they would have show up. There's not much going on with this. It's not even for a belt or anything. So
yeah, and I don't want to see Charlotte get involved and do something to Tiffy. I don't want to see that. Just give them the match, give them the victory. Let Toronto, let her Trish Stratus enjoy that she's from Toronto. She got the win, and call it a day. Go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have a match that definitely has me intrigued. The unsanctioned
match of the night.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time we've seen an unsanctioned match between the two of these men, they were going by different names. Maybe different.
You're right. Kevin Steen, El Generico. You're right.
Steen and El Generico, which he's still missing.
You're right.
He could show up during the match. I don't know. I feel pretty confident in this one. I'm going to side with Kevin Owens. Both of these men are Canada natives. I'm a huge Sami Zayn fan. I'm a huge Kevin Owens fan. But the way they've been building up Kevin Owens, I don't see him taking a loss in this match. He just lost to Cody. We saw that Sami hesitated when he went to his house and the way that he felt. Kevin Owens did not have any hesitation. He filmed him outside his house. He filmed his family. He talked about his family in the promos. I think when push comes to shove, when the time comes, the person who would hesitate in this match at doing something or like a legal type move or something like that it's going to be Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens is not going to be the one to hesitate. I think Kevin Owens is going to be the one to pull the trigger and do whatever is necessary to come out on top. And I think this match is ending bloody. I think this match is going to end. I think this match is going to go outside the ring, all through the arena, and I think somebody's leaving on a stretcher. Okay. What do you think going into this match?
Before I give my prediction, if you're able to go back and watch Sammy and Kevin fight in Ring of Honor, this match is going to be something like that. It's going to be a definitely throwback to that feud. I think that by far this is going to be I personally believe, and I believe it's going to live up to the hype, but I believe that by far this is going to be the match of the night. Now, yes, have we seen Kevin versus Sammy in the WWE and NXT before? Absolutely, we have. But the key thing here is it's unsanctioned. So it's going to give them the leadway to do those things that have not been done in their matches before, like things that we saw in Ring of Honor. I think this is going to be a phenomenal match. Now, I'm kind of shocked that you're going with Kevin Owens. I really, really am. I'm kind of shocked you're going with Kevin Owens. I know you like Kevin. I know you like Sami Zayn. And I know you always put that excuse of you're new to wrestling. Well, I think you need to throw that excuse out the window because you know exactly what you're talking about. There is no possible way I could think that Sammy wins this match on Saturday. It has to be Kevin. Why? Because this is making me feel they're going to WrestleMania, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. And that's what it's leading to. And it's impossible for Sammy to win this match. And they continue with the Kevin and Sammy. Kevin's on a tear right now. He's breaking everything. I've been to your house. I looked at your wife and kids. And what does Sammy do? I talked to your mom. We caught up. No, man, this is Kevin all day.
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at night with the way I felt.
Yeah, and as great as Sammy is, I think Sammy's going to do a lot of crazy things. And when he has, like you said, when he has to pull that trigger, when he has to do it, he can't do it. And Kevin doesn't hesitate to do it. Kevin picks up the win. But I think like it's gonna I kind of it sounds kind of weird, but I kind of pray for a bloody match. I really do. Because man, the Cody and Kevin match was good. So give me that again.
Yeah.
I got Kevin Owens as well, man. Good call, Nacho. You're no longer a rookie in this wrestling family. You are a seasoned vet, my friend, because you're now seeing the bigger picture. And even though our hearts want to go with the baby face, logic says let the heel win so the baby face can have the bigger victory when the stage is bigger. So yes, congratulations, man. We're on the same page.
Awesome. And think about last year. I don't remember what Kevin's involvement was at Mania last year. I know he was with the match. He showed up in the match with Cody, right? He was one of the people that came out. He at least came out at the end.
Yeah, he came out at the end. He didn't get involved in the match.
Did he and Randy have a tag match or something? Were they the
tag
believe
team? So. I believe so.
Think about Sammy last year with Mania, the build-up. He was getting into as many matches as he could, as many different stories as he could, because he needed his night at Mania. And I think this year the story is going to be flipped. I think it's going to be Kevin Owens. Not that he's pushing to get into his own match at Mania, but that he is the one drawing the story at Mania. Sammy had his year last year. He got to defeat Gunther. This year is all about Kevin Owens. Randy's coming back. Sammy's probably going to go on a hiatus after this match for a little while. And it's going to be the time for KO. So.
Yeah, and I think that the buildup is great because, like you just mentioned, last year Sammy got his time beating Gunther, ending that streak, winning the title, and we can't remember what Kevin did. This year, the roles are going to be reversed, and before you get into the next match, and I don't want you to comment. If we do see Kevin and Randy at WrestleMania, I want Kevin to win. What's the next match?
Next up, we got the women's chamber. I feel confident in my answer for this one, but I'm going to let you go first on this one just because you said you changed your answers just before going live on here. I want to hear what your mind is thinking on this one.
Okay, so off the back, let's get into it. So we have Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
I think it's too early for Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
All right, so we marked that out. I think Bianca and Naomi still have this thing with Jade Cargill, which I think one of them had something to do with it, if not both of them, and that eliminates them too.
Okay.
So who do we have left? We have Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Liv Morgan. I think Bayley's moment was last year when she won the title.
Yep.
So I don't think it's Bayley. So who do we have left? Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. You have Liv Morgan going up against Rhea Ripley again?
As the tag
Or
champion.
do you have the up-and-coming Roxanne Perez go up against Rhea Ripley? Well, if it's going to be a one-on-one match, I don't want to see Liv Morgan again. But I don't think it's going to be a one-on-one. I think it's going to be a triple threat. I think they're going to throw somebody else in like an Io Sky somehow. Mm-hmm. And I think Roxanne shows a great performance, but I don't think she gets it done. If it's going to be a triple threat at Mania, which I kind of think it is, I think Liv Morgan comes out the chamber as a winner.
Okay.
What do you got?
I'm going to go a different route on this one, okay? Going back to what you said, there's some pairings you can find in this matchup, okay? Liv Morgan just won the tag belts. She's had enough matches with Rhea Ripley. We were just saying when people started getting moved to different rosters and coming out of the Rhea and Liv gauntlet they had going, all those matches that got really repetitive, we were ready for a new feud. We have Io Sky taking up Mami on Monday. So that is some possibility, but she's not in this match. She's a possibility for the triple threat, like you mentioned. Roxanne Perez definitely caught my eye as someone who I thought could be a huge twist. That's someone who I was going back and forth between my actual pick. So she is my number 2 pick. I think Bayley, like you said, had her moment last year. I think Alexa Bliss, it's way too fresh, and they had been teasing stuff with the Wyatt 6, so I think they're going to leave her out of that. I'm assuming that whoever's injured right now will be coming back soon. They might want to have something going on at Mania with that. So that leaves Bianca Belair and Naomi. Now, you said that they were a duo or a pairing in this, in your reasoning, and so that's why you took them out. I think that's why I'm picking Bianca Belair to win this match. I think it's going to be Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, and I think they're turning Bianca heel. I think you're going to have Jade Cargill show up at this match. I think that everyone's going to react, but you're going to see Bianca look ticked. And who she's going to eliminate? She's going to eliminate Naomi, her previous tag team partner. Bianca heel turn. She was just on some podcast talking about how she would never turn heel, and it would take a lot to do it, and all this stuff that she would have to change. I think she's trying to deflect. I think Bianca's turning heel, and she's facing Mami at Mania.
I'm just tired of Bianca.
That's fair. But this will be a fresh take on her.
Yeah,
we haven't seen a heel Bianca. At least I haven't. I don't know if she did it before.
She was a heel. She was a heel in NXT. She's a better heel than a babyface because I've always said if you're gonna call yourself the EST, the best of this and the greatest and the that, that's something a heel would say. That's not something a babyface would say. Mm-hmm. But I just feel that her and Naomi, I feel like them two are the ones that caused the injury to Jade Cargill. Mm-hmm. I just, you know what? I can't be upset with the pick because I can see it. I just don't. I'm just tired of seeing Bianca up there. I feel like they're pushing her down our throats all the time.
That's why I have
And
Roxanne
I
as a number 2.
yeah,
If you want to do
and I
a
think,
full turnaround, Roxanne.
but the thing is, with Roxanne, does it do anything for you? Let's just say, let's just have it out. Roxanne wins. Does that match with Rhea do anything for you?
No, and honestly, she's been feuding more with Bailey too.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. Um, but the continuation of Liv and Rhea and adding an EO in there because Liv gets involved on Raw. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's something we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. But let's put a pin in this one and get back to it when we see what happens Saturday. But an interesting point nonetheless.
Cool.
What else we got, man?
Next up, we have the men's match. Do you want to take this one first, or do you want me to go first on this one?
No, I want you to go. I want you to go
You
on
want me
this
to
one.
go?
Yeah, go
Okay.
right ahead.
My reasoning for this match when I was analyzing this matchup, okay, this is the one that I struggled with the most. I had a full-on meltdown trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this match, okay? First off, I'm going to give you an easy pick of who's not winning. Logan Paul is not winning this match, okay? Nobody wants Logan Paul to win except for Logan Paul. All the people backstage don't even want Logan Paul to win, okay? I'm sorry, that's not happening, okay? So we take him out.
Yeah.
But then I started thinking, instead of looking at when I was looking at the women's match, I was looking at pairings, people that could possibly eliminate each other. In this match, I kind of looked at it like that, but I also looked at the way people have been focusing on Raw and SmackDown, okay? Think about people's promos and how they've been focusing on certain people. John Cena, he cut a promo in the aftermath of the last pay-per-view. He said he wants to do what's best for business, okay? Who else is doing what's best for business? The Rock. Keep that in mind going forward, okay? So I don't think John Cena is winning. As much as I love Cena, he's not winning this match because I think that's a little bit too easy, and I don't think that that's the way that things are going to go down. Let's look at CM Punk. Going back to Logan Paul. Who did he cut a promo on Monday with? Logan Paul. What did he say in that promo? Come Elimination Chamber, you're going to be locked in there with me. Who's he focused on? Logan Paul. Who's he not focused on? That title match. Take out CM Punk. As much as I love CM Punk, I don't think he's going to win it. So now we're left with Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. So I'll make this easy. A lot of rumors have been coming out of the Royal Rumble on the social medias about Drew McIntyre being mad at somebody and all this different stuff that happened backstage. His freak out. They're both on. He's on the new SmackDown roster with somebody else that's in this card. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest are going to start a feud in this match. They're going to eliminate each other. That leaves us with Seth freaking Rollins. Now, people might be tired of Seth freaking Rollins being in the main event, being up there, and you might want a different face. I know CM Punk wants his main event at WrestleMania. I know Damian Priest. People want him back in the main event from where he is. Drew McIntyre is always killing it. People want him there. John Cena is his last time. But Seth Rollins came out on Raw. And who did he talk to? Cody Rhodes. Where's Seth Rollins' head at? Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins is winning this match and going on to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. That's where I'm going to leave that, but I have way more predictions going on with that match in the next segment. So I'm going to let you take on your predictions for this matchup.
It hurts me to say that CM Punk is not going to win this chamber. It hurts me even more to say that CM Punk at this year's WrestleMania is going to fight Logan Paul. It hurts me to say that Damian Priest is going to be fighting Drew McIntyre. So that leaves us with good old John Cena and Seth Rollins. So we could look at it one or two ways. John Cena wins. He goes and fights Cody at WrestleMania, turns heel. That was my initial thought.
Mm-hmm.
You and I had spoken. You sent me a video. It was almost the same thing I was thinking. John Cena does what's right for business. John Cena is the one that sells his soul to The Rock. It's unbearable to think that John Cena would do that, but John Cena does. John Cena beats Cody at WrestleMania, breaks the record and everything. But as of a little while ago, I changed my pick to Seth Rollins as well. And the only reason I changed my pick to Seth Rollins is because Seth Rollins turns heel. Because Seth Rollins has, like Cody said, you betrayed the Shield before and joined up the Authority. He could be doing that again. I think it'll get rid of the because I can't stand that.
No.
But as of a little while ago, my pick changed to Seth Rollins.
Interesting.
So I agree with you there. Now, if you tell me, well, the plan is to have Cena turn heel, then I could see Cena winning. To me, it'll be a shock if anybody else wins. To me, it'll be a shock if Punk wins, because it looks like Punk's going to be fighting Logan.
Maybe.
And if Punk wins, it's because Cena's going to be fighting Logan. But I feel like one of those two guys are going to be fighting that idiot Logan Paul. And I don't know why they're giving him such a high match like that, but it looks like that's the route that they're going to be taking, is Punk and Logan. But yeah, I'm in agreement. As a little while ago, I changed my pick to Seth freaking Rollins.
I'm looking up something real quick. Going into our next segment. Okay. What day is WrestleMania?
The 19th
of April? Yeah, okay. Okay. All right, you ready to go into the next thing?
Yeah,
the closing segment.
Yeah, it's April 19th and the 20th.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
All right. This one, I'm going to give you a short answer, and I'm going to give you a long answer. The Rock is going to be asking Cody Rhodes his answer if he wants his, if he's willing to give him his soul. My short answer is no. I'm going to ask you for your short answer, and then I'm going to give you my long answer.
No, he doesn't do it.
Okay. You said somebody's facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania. I don't think Logan Paul is going to be on WrestleMania. You want to know why?
That'd be good. Why?
He's boxing his brother March 27th on Max. That he does have time to technically get a match at Mania with his influence, but that's a tight window to get a match.
Tight window. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's boxing Jake on Max March 27th. Unless the date has changed, but that's what I just looked up and it said. So, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Cody says no. But I think two people could say yes. And it doesn't have to be an Elimination Chamber, but I think it'll happen before WrestleMania. The one that you mentioned?
Punk.
Cena. The second one?
Punk.
Punk has a favor. Now, there's two ways that this favor could work. Punk could cash his favor to get The Rock's phone number. Remember, Paul Heyman had both phones. He could get in touch with The Rock, sell his soul. But his promo on Monday made me think that's not going to happen because he kind of teased, he kind of made fun of selling your soul in his promo. I don't think that's something that Punk wants. but he does want his Mania main event. I think Cody Rhodes' match is going to be a fatal 4-way. Okay? We have Seth Rollins and we have Cody Rhodes. That's our pick. The Rock said, stay with me on this. The Rock said, you side with me, I'll give you everything you want. But keep in mind, if you don't, you know my position. You know where I am in the company. And there's going to be roadblocks, okay? Let's say Cena takes the route to sell his soul. Cena turns on somebody, sells his soul. The Rock gives Cena a spot at WrestleMania in that match, triple threat. But CM Punk is jealous of Cena getting his spot given to him in WrestleMania. So he takes his easy card, punches his ticket with Paul Heyman, makes his way into the match. Fatal 4-way. Cena, Cody, CM Punk, Seth. Or triple threat, eliminate Cena and have Punk sell his soul. But I'm staying with the fatal 4-way. Cena sells his soul. Punk cashes in his favor with Paul Heyman. 4 people. Logan Paul doesn't wrestle at WrestleMania.
So where do you see Roman Reigns in all this?
That's the thing that is making it hard for me to choose that, because you either have Roman in place of one of those people, or Roman has a completely different thing going on with Solo. Roman v Solo, Roman v Jacob. He hasn't been on. It's more so they're more teasing Jacob, not even with Solo. Solo's trying to win back Jacob. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the bloodline at this point. I feel like whatever happens with the bloodline, unless they have it something introduced this weekend or even next week, it's going to get a little rushy with whatever storyline they're starting to push with us. But that's what I've been cooking on.
Very, very interesting. I've been debating, talking about a triple threat or a fatal 4-way for the title. I'm not a big fan in triple threats or fatal 4-ways for the heavyweight title, for any heavyweight title at Mania. I think that's an easy cop out. Mm-hmm. But in this scenario, it's different because it's a way to get the belt off Cody without Cody having to lose it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And realistically, we've only seen Cody being beat. He lost the tag titles, but he didn't get pinned. He lost to The Rock in a tag match. He lost to Roman Reigns in a singles match. If I'm not mistaken, I think he lost to Drew McIntyre at one point, like in a cheated or something. Yeah, but he hasn't lost a lot at all. So I think it's a good way to take the title off of Cody, have him go on hiatus for a while before he returns. But if they do that, they got to beat him down. Mm-hmm. That way he goes away for a while and then comes back to reclaim what's his at a SummerSlam, whether it be Cena, whether it be Seth Rollins, or whether it be CM Punk. Now, you know what? I'm going to have to rethink this chamber because I didn't know that. I really thought that the Logan Paul fight was going to be in May. But you just looked it up and said it was April 27th.
Yeah, I can confirm, but I'm pretty sure.
So it's
where's the poster? March 27th, yeah.
March 27th.
On Max. which he hasn't even
Hold on.
promoted it.
So wait a minute. So when are they fighting?
March 27th, a month from
So
today.
then he's definitely in the Mania.
You think?
It's in April. That Mania's in April.
That's like
He'll have almost
2 or
3
3 weeks.
weeks. I mean, I don't see how he can. I don't see how he could be in this chamber so close to the boxing match when he should be in training.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So if we look at it, March 27th,
Mhm.
right now it's February 27th. So we're a month away from that fight. And he's going into an elimination chamber match. To
Some of the
then get
biggest names.
ready, he'll literally have 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks and 5 days before his boxing match. But then he has 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks before WrestleMania Night 1. So he very well could be in a Mania match. Especially if he gets knocked out in the first or second round. I don't know, Nacho.
There's much ways.
Nacho, I don't know. I gotta rethink this whole thing now. I don't know. You know what? Let's make a promise to the people right now. We're gonna make a promise to the people right now. This Sunday, we're gonna do a podcast to talk about the Elimination Chamber outcome. This Sunday. Be expecting a podcast to come out this Sunday around 6 p.m. Nacho, you down?
I'm down.
All right, we have this on video, so we can't barring any emergencies that may happen or whatever, but God willing, everything's okay this weekend. Sunday at 6, we're gonna go and do a live. This Saturday, I'll be tweeting as well alongside with you. We're gonna put up a poll. We're gonna put up a couple polls. But now my whole mindset is I'm kind of thrown off with this Logan Paul because I mean if he got it.
I don't know that they would have Punk talking about how he wants to main event Mania so much, and so many people bringing it up. Other people, not even Punk, for him to fight Logan Paul in the middle.
I
of the
know,
card.
but it leaves the way you can see stories in between stories.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of looks like they're leading us to believe Punk is going to fight Logan Paul. And I don't like
Monday
that.
After Mania. Monday after Mania? I don't think at Mania. They're going to have Punk versus Paul. I think at Mania they could have Paul versus Paul.
Nacho, we have a lot to think about, a lot to discuss. We want you guys to tell us what you think. Leave your comments down below. Remember, follow us on X, the Curtain Call Podcast. We're going to be live tweeting this Saturday, live from Toronto, Canada, at the Rogers Center at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's 2025 Elimination Chamber. And from the pictures that they've been showing online, this place is going to be packed. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen tomorrow night on SmackDown. And we haven't even gotten into NXT. NXT has been firing on all cylinders. My goodness, NXT and TNA's relationship is amazing. We saw the Hardys come back. We saw Moose finally showed up. We're seeing everything. Santino Marella showed up and came out to his old theme song in WWE. We've been seeing a lot of things happening. And also the biggest blockbuster signing of a free agent. Yes, in Ricky Saints. It is so good to see him in a WWE, in the NXT and under the WWE umbrella. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we need to go over. Maybe Sunday we could talk about the pay-per-view coming up with NXT, where we're gonna see Moose fight against Oba Femi for the for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. I think that's gonna be good. Hey, we got the Hardys and Nexium coming up soon. So there's a lot of things that are gonna be happening. I'm excited to see where this relationship goes. I'm excited if they're going to move it over to the main roster, which will be nice. So that's where we're at. Nacho, you have anything left to say, buddy?
Yeah, I've just been loving wrestling. I hope y'all are enjoying wrestling and excited for this build up to Mania. I love talking about it. I love the business. I can't wait to talk more about it. I can't wait to, like, this stuff, it just has my mind moving all the time. I can't stop thinking about all this stuff because it's happening. There's constantly developments coming out on Twitter. You'll have it all mapped out, and then SmackDown or most likely Raw, because more stuff's been happening on Raw lately, let's be honest, will just completely shift your whole entire plan with the smallest little thing. So I'm excited to see where this goes, and I can't wait to talk about it on Sunday.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Every time I go to my local Starbucks that I go to every morning, and I see one of my baristas, they always say, "Hey, Sal, man, what do you think about how'd you feel about Raw, or how'd you feel about SmackDown, or what do you think about the Elimination Chamber?" You even have women talking about WWE. The fandom is crazy right now to be a WWE fan, and everybody has their opinion, and we love giving our little predictions and opinions here. We need to be making more videos. We know that. We're getting our schedules together. And I want to bring somebody else on to the show as well and give their opinion. And if he's able to see this episode, Parker, get ready, man. We would love for you to come on and give your predictions as well. But I'm excited to see what happens. So once again, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're there, X, the Curtain Call Podcast. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click on that notification bell. That way you can get alert every time we put up a video or go live. There's going to be some times that maybe Nacho does a video on his own or I do a video on my own, but we like doing the tag team stuff together because the reality is there's no greater tag team in all of wrestling podcasts than the Spanish Fly and Nacho Libre. So that being said, remember that here at the Curtain Call Podcast, man, throw it up and too sweet me if you got it. That's right, baby. And remember that here at the Curtain Call Podcast, we always kick out at 2. Nacho, we out, baby. Elimination Chamber, let's go.